Hey you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Bad Decisions. I'm Jocelyn.
I'm Kahmare.
And today we're going to be talking about how to balance life as a college student.
Yes, and a little side note, I cut my hair.
It's cute, y'all.
I got it short, just something new for the podcast.
For the podcast?
Nah.
All right. Anyway, like always, we're going to begin with our segment, What Bad Decisions Have You Made?
Yes.
So we're going to begin with Miss Kahmare.
Aw. Thank you. So we got this off Reddit, and basically this girl says, I was doing an assignment that was due in 30 minutes in the library. With 5 minutes left, I quickly print my assignment, I write my name on the top, and hurry to class to turn it in. A few days later, my professor emails me saying that my assignment was identical to another person, and I will be getting a 0 for the assignment. I was like, what the fuck? Because I don't talk to anyone in the class, and I knew I didn't cheat. So I said, okay, I'll talk to you in the next class. So in the next class, me and this girl stay behind, and the professor hands us our assignments. And they were exactly the same. Apparently, she printed hers in the library before me, and I guess she printed an extra one, and I accidentally picked hers up and just saw the top and assumed it was mine. But luckily, the assignment was 2 pages, and I somehow took her first page with my second page. So that kind of told the professor that I didn't mean to cheat. So since we both had a different topic, I was able to print mine out and turn in my assignment. I just think that's hilarious because I've done that plentiful times of taking people's stuff and...
people's stuff.
Let me take that back. Taking people's things by accident because I thought it was mine, but whole tea it was theirs.
Yeah, no. Some girl did that to me last week. She she was like ready to pick up my papers, and I walked over because I knew they was mine because I printed out a lot of pages, and she was like, "Oh, these are yours." I'm like, "Yeah."
Hand them over.
Yeah, but that's crazy though, because I mean, shoot, imagine you rushing like that.
And she had 5 minutes left, so I know she was probably just picking up anything and was like, all right, let me hurry up and turn this in.
Yeah, but I mean, at least her professor was cool because other people don't care.
Some professors would have been like, look,
plagiarism,
judicial write-up, you're done.
Done.
Expelled.
Never to be seen again.
And then I'd also understand the paper, like, she had her paper first, and then she said she had the other girl's paper. I don't really understand that because, like, shouldn't it have been the girl's paper, her first paper, and then the girl's first paper? Like, why did she get the girl's first paper and her second paper?
Because, like, when they print, when you print and you're looking at a sheet, you'll see your first and second, but when it prints your second and first. So it goes in reverse. So probably what happened was the girl printed her copy and then her first page was there, but then the other girl's second page printed, and so she was rushing. She didn't wait for her actual first page to print out. She probably just grabbed her second page and then the girl's first page because it was probably under it, and so she
because I was wondering.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
And Jocelyn also has another Reddit for us.
Yes. All right, so this one is about finals week specifically. So this is what this user says. He says, let me set the scene. We have this buddy of ours, we call him Carl, whom was addicted to World of Warcraft, which is one of them little RPG games, little wizards and stuff. I think it's an RPG. Yeah, it is. I think it is. So of course everyone hates finals week. It was stressful and stuff, but Carl, he found out that there was gonna be a World of Warcraft expansion pack. So when he which came out the same week of finals week. So if y'all don't know, I guess eventually y'all can see that that probably led to something crazy. So basically he says they all of the that group of friends, most of them had the same classes. So when they didn't see Carl show up to their study group, they already knew what was going on. So Monday finals start, Carl isn't there. Tuesday, final starts, Carl isn't there, so on and so forth. So Friday morning, you know, they were worried. They was trying to figure out like what happened to Carl. So they go and find him, and when they found him in his apartment, he was glued to
He was dead.
No. Whoa. No.
I'm just playing.
When they found him, no, not dead, alive.
Okay.
He was glued to his screen, and still playing his game. And he had pizza boxes everywhere, soda bottles everywhere. He smelled, the room smelled. It was just bad. So, you know, they were like, we need to intervene somehow. So what they decided to do was like take out a video, like a camera, and record him playing. And they ended up like posting it on YouTube. So after that, that's when they were like, okay, we're gonna unplug his game, which was kind of fucked up, but I mean, shit.
Yeah, he been at it for 5 days.
Right. So they unplugged his game, and then once they like you know, restarted his computer, I guess, they told him they was going to show him a video, and they told him that it was a zombie playing a game. So when they showed him the video, dude, Carl starts laughing because he doesn't know it's him. But then once he realizes, like in some angle, he sees the character on the screen and realizes that that's his computer. So then, yeah, basically, you know, he's kind of always reminded as the person who, you know, didn't take his finals because of a video game. But at least that Friday, they say that he took his final. So, yeah.
That's good. Congratulations, Carl, on your final. I really hope Carl's doing great out there.
Yeah, but that's just so crazy. Like, motherfuckers be...
I don't know how people stay, like, I can't be glued to a game for that long. Like, maybe max, like, 5 hours, but, like, I can't do days.
Days is crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Unless you're getting paid for it.
Man, what? If I was getting paid,
Nigga,
day in and day out.
Mario Kart. Don't let me get on that.
But no, I mean, I to be honest, personally, I feel like I can be on a game for a very long time, but I can't do like that, no sleeping off a game. Like, no, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, some games, I can see why though, cause for some games, like RPGs or like games that you gotta like, you have to grind them. Like, you have to play, like, it's kind of weird how they set it. Like, they know what they're doing. Like, some of these game creators, they know what they be doing.
Yeah.
They be trying to grab you. So it's like, some games you actually have to play for long periods of time to be able to, like, achieve certain stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's probably what that game was like.
Yeah.
So it's like, they have to keep playing to keep achieving stuff. And they can't leave the game. It's just so weird. But they be knowing what they doing. Like,
Nah, they really do.
Crazy.
No, for real. Going into the episode, we will be talking about, like Jocelyn said earlier, balancing college life. We reached 71 followers today.
Yes.
Shout out to our 71th follower, Trapphone X.
71st?
71th.
71st?
71th. Don't argue with me, Jocelyn. You're not gonna win.
I'm gonna say 71st follower. Okay?
Well, you know, I'm on 71th follower.
She can say that.
All right, we beg to differ.
Yeah.
Our 71th.
Agree to disagree.
Our 71th follower.
71st.
Our follower of 270 makes 71th. Anyways.
Right.
Shout out to Xavier, Trapphone X. He makes music and everything like that, so we'll put his music in the bio for you guys. His music is really nice. What you said, it remind you of what?
Oh yeah, it's like Plug and B, if y'all know what that is. But it's basically like Sofago, SSG Kobe type.
Yeah. So we put his little SoundCloud, his little links in the bio for y'all to listen to it, you know? Huh?
Say a little SoundCloud.
His little SoundCloud links.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll put a link in the bio so y'all can listen to one of his songs.
Most definitely. Getting into it, first question, Jocelyn. How hard can it be to balance life as a college student?
What a difficult question.
I know.
Balancing life as a college student is very, very difficult. Like, very difficult. But it's all about just learning. Like, you learn through it. Actually, to be honest, going to college, like, really sets, like, the trajectory on how you do things as an adult, I feel like. Because there's a lot of things that, I guess, get in the way, like, I guess, become obstacles. I'm not even gonna say get in the way. Just things that are obstacles that, you know, I guess, make it more difficult than it should be. Like, for example, not having a car. is a main reason, like a big reason, and
having
big
a
obstacle.
BMW always ain't so fancy.
Nope.
Because we got bus, metro, walk.
I haven't heard that in so long.
I know, right?
But look, yeah, it's just terrible. Like, I mean, I'm just glad I can walk. I'm grateful to the Lord every day that I can walk, because not having a car is crazy. I mean, then again, it's like, so just to give an example, you know, sometimes for my clinical sites, you know, when I have to go to a hospital, I'm gonna have to go an hour away, and they don't provide transportation, so I need to have a car. But you know, of course, I have people who are willing to, like, you know, let me ride with them and stuff and take me there. But then again, it's just like, it's just complicated, because I'd rather have my own things than having to ask folks to take me places. So yeah. Another thing is finances. Like, I mean, I'm okay, but you know, sometimes
I could be better.
Yeah, I could definitely be better. But you know, sometimes I'm just like, oh, like I really be pushing it with some of the stuff that I be having to do, because I'm like, you know, not having a job too on top of that, it just makes it so it's like, it's really life is like a game for real, because it's like not having a job is already stressful, but imagine like going to school, doing all this extra stuff, and then having a job on top of that, so that would be a lot too. So yeah, I would say that it's been really, really difficult, but hey, we still here.
Hey, do life we prevail.
Yep. But yeah, what about you, Kahmare?
I agree with you wholeheartedly on everything you just said, because not having a car is like extremely difficult. I don't know if y'all know, but we in Delaware, and there ain't no trains, no buses.
I just thought about the song.
I'm on Delaware, my niggas is everywhere. I really did too.
Bro,
that was on my mind. I wasn't gonna say nothing because I thought we was on some serious time.
I mean, we are, but hey.
No, that's hilarious. I actually fuck with that song, you guys. If any Delawareans are listening right now or watching, you know, I really do fuck with that song. And the little dance y'all be doing, you'll be like, I'm on Delaware, my niggas is everywhere.
I'm crying.
Yeah, but anyway, being out here in Delaware is different. It's different. Being in the city, you got trains, you got buses. You can find a way to get around at an affordable price. Also, here, if you don't have a car or a bike or anything, you're kind of like stranded almost. So, you know, we don't live on campus. We live off campus. It's like a 15-minute walk, you know, to getting into the campus. So it's like, how I'm gonna get here, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that, you know. Like, for example, our podcast, we have all this equipment we have to carry. 15 minutes, 2 cameras, a 3-point lighting kit, 2 tripods. We carry that shit every other Wednesday now. And we thought we had everything, but the 3-point lighting kit didn't have batteries. So I had to walk my black ass all the way back up there, go get them batteries, and come all the way back. And every step I took, I just got more angry, you know, because I don't have a car and I'm just walking like, what? So yeah, not having a car is something. And also, finances is another thing. Luckily, I could say that I'm debt free, you know, so that's good that I don't have to worry about the tuition aspect of life, but I still have to worry about how I'm gonna eat, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna make sure I have this. You don't even think too much about it, but like hair products, like I'm running out of edge control. Like, how am I gonna buy any edge control? Like, I'm just like, you know, just struggling. My birthday coming up next semester.
Oh yeah, girl.
Next semester.
Next semester is crazy. Next month, y'all.
Next month, y'all. My birthday's coming up next month. You know, I'm 21, so I want to, you know, hair,
Taurus.
nails. Yes.
Shout out to the Tauruses. I love y'all for real.
Shout out to all the Tauruses, you guys. Taurus season. I don't know if it started yet. Did it? Or are we still in Aries?
I think we still in Aries.
Okay, but Taurus season will be starting soon. And yeah, I gotta get hair done, nails done, outfits, photo shoots. I want to kind of, you know, I'm 21. So, but it's like, it's looking like at this point in life, I might have to just rearrange some things. So, you know, yeah, I would most definitely say those are very big challenges for me right now with that. Like, speaking of, like, you know, how we don't have cars and shit, but did you have any help with transitioning to college, like getting into it for real?
I would say yes. And the aspect of like other, like, I guess resources, I would say yes, because like school, Like in high school, they always, encourage you to apply to places. They help you out because, like, we're gonna talk about it more in our part 2, but having to, like, the process of getting into college, you gotta pay. Like, why do you have to pay to submit an application?
And them joints be between $25 to like $60.
Like, what?
They're expensive.
But moving on though, they encourage you to, like, apply to scholarships and stuff, and then being a DC resident, like, you have, whatever scholarship you may have gotten, like, for example, DC CAP, the scholarship that we're on, that has helped a lot. And then on top of that, we have DC TAC because we're DC residents, so that helps out a lot. I'll say also programs that they have implemented. For example, DCPS Persist. That was like a program that they implemented after we graduated. So our graduated class of 2020, and basically it's a system where you have a counselor, and when you're a freshman and a sophomore, you meet with them, I think once or twice a month or something like that, or every other week. I can't remember. And they just kind of check up on you, see how you're doing. If you need help with, like, certain stuff, they'll help you out. Once you become a junior though, that's when, like, you're kind of more independent. So you have a counselor, but you don't have to meet with them. So you can meet with them if you need assistance and stuff, but it's kind of more of like an independent thing, but you still have that support as well. And they do that up until, like, you graduate, which is really cool because they've helped me out with a lot of stuff, and they help people out with, like, filling out their forms and doing stuff like that. So I would say that I've gotten a lot of support in terms of that aspect and transitioning to college. So what about you?
Basically, I was able to, I'm very grateful that I was able to get help from my middle school. I went there for elementary and middle. It's called DC Prep. And they have an alumni program where they keep up with you through high school, college, and even after college. And you have to apply, like, you have to work to, like, get into it. But in high school, they check up on you, they make sure you're straight and everything like that. And then in college, they help you find what school you think works best for you, financial aid. They give you a book voucher so you can get your supplies. If you need, notepads or whatever you need, they will get that for you. You also have an emergency fund just in case something happens and you need help financially. If you even fill out these surveys that they want you to fill out for them to know more about what you've been doing and stuff, they give you Amazon cards for that, like $10-15. Yeah. And they've also helped me get the summer jobs I've gotten, the internships I've gotten. They help out with that too. And they have another secondary program where they help you after college. So, like, looking for jobs, what are you doing with this, what are you doing with that? They've taught me how to properly interview people. They taught me how to properly get interviewed and how to properly send emails, how to be professional. Like, they teach you to be a well-rounded just student and person. And so I would most definitely say, like, my middle school has helped me out a lot, having my counselors there to help me and stuff like that. Financially, with financial aid wasn't easy, doing FAFSA and DC TAG, DC CAP, all that stuff is kind of difficult. So having that help is very good. And then being in high school, we got the DC CAP scholarship. Shout out to Miss OG.
Yeah,
Miss OG was holding it down for us, and she's the reason why I even knew about the DC CAP scholarship, because she would tell us about it. And that helped us out a lot financially, getting into school and stuff like that. So I would most definitely say those were the big support systems I've had transitioning, and even now till this day. So I know the transition to college, like, isn't so easy, but now that we've actually been doing this for 3 years, you guys, we've been at it. And what are some challenges have you experienced?
So there's been a few challenges. I mean, just even being here is a challenge. Like, I
want to die.
Whoa.
All right. All right. Go ahead.
Being here is a challenge. It's just a different environment. I mean, it's cool to, experience something different than the city life, but
exactly,
it's just like more of like a mental challenge in terms of like how you feel. Because I'm like, it's cool at first, but then it's just, sometimes it's just hard to, like, I don't know. I don't like being here. It's just, no. Nothing is accessible to me. Like, I don't, some things are, can become difficult to get done while being out here. So, like, I mean, you can have a Walmart 10 miles away, bro, there's no supermarket out here. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a supermarket out here, so I can't even get anything that's, like, cultural for me.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like...
No beauty supply stores, for real.
Actually, girl, there's one beauty supply store, like, not that far from here. This is actually a good beauty supply store. Yeah, but other than that, though, it's like, some stuff is just not accessible. I'd say, like, even being in school, too, just, like, the nursing program, like, it's cool. You know, shout out to all the folks that have been helping me out thus far. But there's certain things, like, in terms of organization that is just, you know, that makes it a lot difficult to really, even want to continue even being in school. Because it's like, one day you're like, oh, I'm doing really well in school. Next day you're failing. Or next day, you don't know what you're doing. You don't even know where you're supposed to be going in terms of a clinical site. You know, it's just all types of challenges, I would say. But yeah, I feel like those are the main points. Just the school, getting stuff done. Also, school as well in terms of finances and stuff, financial aid. Like, there's been so many issues with, like, them giving us our money. We don't have a meal plan, you guys.
We don't.
We be starving.
I'm hungry right now.
So hungry.
We didn't get a meal plan because we thought we would get a refund check, but they changed it and said, oh, you're not getting a refund check anymore. It's all a money thing. They just want to keep as much money as they can.
Yeah.
And we thinking, all right, no meal plan equals more money. We're not going to get one. They take that away. Now, 2 L's. No L's. Refund, no food.
Yep, no refund and no food. We be starving.
Hey, guess what? 2 L's make a W. So, we're figuring out.
Yes, but those are probably, I guess, the top 3 challenges that I faced so far. But it be getting figured out at the end of the day.
No, for real. It has to get figured out.
Yeah. What about you?
I'd say same here. Financial aid will just try you at all times. I know for a fact, you know, me and Jocelyn have 2 different majors, so her problems in nursing I can kind of relate, but it's a little bit different. Just the whole mass comm department is great, but it's like we're kind of underfunded, so like equipment, different things of that nature is like makes it, you know, a little more difficult with things, and like things be breaking and stuff. I would most definitely say another, you know, challenge of mine being in school is just trying to find a career internship. Like, not gonna lie, the most that the school will have for people is STEM, you know.
Yeah, STEM majors.
Architecture, like cops, like, you know, they never have anything for mass comm students, like, ever. So it's like, how am I going to these places and they looking for someone to market or, you know, an analytics or engineering, all this extra stuff, and y'all don't have anything for the top department in, because without mass comm, like, what do y'all niggas have? Literally, like, let's be honest here. So it's like, y'all not even trying to help the department that's probably one of the biggest departments right now. But all these other departments getting this, getting that, got all these internship opportunities, but y'all can't bring the people to us. So I would most definitely say those are some of the challenges. Of course, like we stated earlier, cars and, you know, money and stuff like that, of course. But yeah, being in school is it's something within itself, for real. I saw my sister, she went to Florida. I think she went somewhere with her friends, and I'm sitting here doing this fucking assignment. I'm like, this nigga over here, she don't go to school, y'all. She ended up getting a job straight out of high school, but she's over here working. I'm pretty sure her struggles are, you know, valid to her, you know, life. But I was looking like, dang, shawty just be traveling and shit.
Man, what?
Shit, the farthest I could travel is probably to the MLK. Give me a nice little Chick-fil-A sandwich. Like, where could I go? But I realized, you know, I'll be able to get there at one point where I'm traveling and stuff. I gotta just do this because it was part of my life, you know? But yeah, I was really looking at her like, damn, shawty, I'm jealous.
Yeah, what? I be looking at other folks, they be traveling, they be having their little cars and
going
stuff.
every fucking where.
I'm just like, bro, But I'm in here in school right now, trying to get this assignment done, studying. And everybody having a ball in Atlanta, Florida.
What? Miami?
Like, man.
Miami was something. Anyways, not even gonna get into that.
What are some things that you have learned or improved during the time that you've been in college so far?
I would say like 2 to 3 things. The first thing is, of course, procrastination. I failed global societies because I procrastinated, and I was just like, yeah, no, I'm trying to hurry up and graduate. I don't got time to be playing like this. So I now make sure that I do my work when I get it. I have a planner, arrange.com, and I make sure I'm doing everything that I need to do on time, and also setting goals for myself and achieving those goals, and realizing, okay, if I say I'm gonna do this week, I need to do it this week, and that's that. And building that now has made me such a better person organizational wise, because now I can have 20 things to do, but I read it down. I made sure I know what I need to do first, and I'm able to get everything completed. The other thing I would say is my patience. My villain story started back when we had our situation, and I was crying about it, sitting there crying. I called my sister, and she was like, you just need to get up. You can't cry about it. You got to get up and do something about it. And it taught me that, yeah, you can be upset, you can cry, all this extra stuff, but start looking for the solution. Start working towards how you can fix it if you can. So that has taught me a lot. Like today, like I said earlier, the batteries weren't in the bag, so I could have either got upset and been mad and frustrated, we shot this without no lights, or take that 15 plus minute walk back. And yeah, so I did that because I'm like, look, at the end of the day, we need to get this done, and just me sitting here being mad ain't gonna get it done. So it's like learning to know that like a bunch of fuck shit's gonna happen. Like, it's inevitable. Like, being in college, bro, so much shit just be happening, and instead of just beating yourself up about it, why me, it's like, all right, take it to the chin and be like, all right, what do I need to do to get myself. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on. All right, so I'm back, you guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so with the lighting kit, as y'all seen, our light just cut off. It almost broke. Like, it's stuff just be happening, and you have to just stay calm and be aware of what you need to do, and you just got to do it, and you got to get it done, So it's just like, I don't know, like, that's what it taught me. Like, and it teaches you in life also, because when you're out in the real world and you got stuff, you buy a house, my fucking garage caved in. Now I don't know, but anyway, but stuff just be happening.
Yeah, stuff.
And when
you're
not used to something and it happens for the first time, you're a little more frantic about things. But all this fuck shit happening to us now in college will help me out in the future when we leave, because it's like, I'm used to having fuck shit constantly happening. Now it's just about, what do I need to do to fix it? I need to be on go and figuring out what I need to do. So yeah, I most definitely say that. And a little advice, I would most definitely say, just stay focused. College is a business, so make those connections, talk to people, don't be afraid to sell yourself, know who you are, have confidence in yourself and what you're saying. Because I had a older man tell me, if you feel like you don't know what you're talking about, you're gonna sound low, your vocals gonna be low, you're gonna sound unconfident. But when you know what you're talking about, you're passionate about it, and you know exactly what you're talking about, you're gonna speak about it with some assertive dominance in your voice and stuff like that. So I almost definitely say that. So yeah, how about you?
I would say that, yeah, I've learned a lot and improved a lot on certain things. For example, time management is a big one. Being able to manage my time appropriately and wisely, because again, being a nursing major is a lot. Like, I would never be in this position right now, first of all, and two, I never thought it would be this hard. It's not bad though, but it is a lot. So it really just has taught me to be more be able to be more mindful of my time and how I use my time.
Of course.
Because it could be a party going on right now, I can't go to that. Or it could be a party going on the weekend, I probably won't be able to go to that. Why? Because I probably need to study, or I probably need to get some work done. There's always something to do. So it's just being able to kind of like teach yourself, like, it's okay to not participate in certain things or do certain things, because you gotta prioritize first.
Yes, ma'am.
So, and then also making sure you're not overwhelmed. Like, that's one thing that I've done too that has improved a lot, because sometimes it could be a lot going on my mind, but then if you let yourself get overwhelmed, things will not get done and you will break down, and it's just like you don't got time for that, for real.
No, for real.
So that's those are a few things that I feel like I've learned and improved on thus far. I will say also being organized and not stressing yourself out, because stress is a killer.
That's how you die and get cancer.
Not cancer.
You die first and then you get cancer after.
Well, I don't know about all that, y'all.
Okay.
But just like people say that hypertension is a silent killer, I think stress is a silent killer too.
Of course.
That's like the second one.
I feel like stress, heartbreak, and whatever you just said.
Oh, hypertension?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just a little mini lesson right now. Hypertension is like with the heart, cardiac.
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah, so like the thing is, when people are like hypertensive, they like have high blood pressure and stuff, but they won't have symptoms and they won't know. And some people can die off that because they just don't know. Yeah. But yeah, so definitely like being able to manage your stress, because I mean, people will always get stressed out. Like, this is inevitable. It's just being able to cope with it, like doing things that kind of like for me personally, when I get stressed out or I feel like I'm gonna get stressed, I kind of just sit down and like review everything that's going on in my life. I'm like, okay, this is happening. Why is it happening? How can I fix it? Or I have this to do and I have that to do. What is most important right now, and how am I going to prioritize? So, it's really about just making sure you're able to time manage, not get stressed out, and then also not get so overwhelmed with everything, because I mean, it's a crazy world out here.
No, you're really right about that one, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, overall that's just pretty much I would say. And also I feel like it's very important to be organized with everything. Like, I hate writing stuff down, but I need to. Like, I'm at a point in my life where I have to write stuff down, because if I'm not organized, I will forget. If I don't write it down, I will forget, because there's so much going on. Like, in my mind, I will know that I have an assignment due, but I may forget because I have something else going on. But writing it down also helps you clear your head too, because it's like you don't even have to worry about it or think about it. Just look in your planner, look in your notes, wherever you write it down, and yeah.
No,
so
for real.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, you guys, this is part 1 of a part 2 series we're doing about college. Next episode 8, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Episode 8 will be strictly audio, but we'll be talking about the more steps into just getting into college, not just being in college now.
Yeah, the college process.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for listening. We like to end off with a quote. Making bad decisions is a part of life. It's about what you take from that now and how you move in the future. So, thank you guys for listening, and stay tuned for episode 8.
All right. See y'all.
See y'all.